still struggling to understand real English, even after years of studying? That's because textbooks don't teach the way people actually talk. Here, you'll watch short films and learn real-life English, expressions, slang, tone, everything you need to finally understand native speakers.
Bet $5 that back door's still busted.
Nah, I'm sure the ghosts fixed it while we were gone.
Welp, time for plan B.
Don't even think about... Seriously? What are you... This isn't a movie.
No, but if it were, I just nailed my entrance.
Whoa, Lila's definitely not waiting around, huh? Let's break down some of the raw, natural English you just heard.
Bet $5 that back door's still busted.
Bet. First up, Lila nudges Jake and says, bet $5 that back door's still busted. To bet means to risk money or something of value on the outcome of an event or a statement, hoping to win more money or a prize. Now, in this context, when she says bet, she's not actually trying to gamble. This is just a casual way to say, I'm really sure about this. You might hear someone say, bet it's gonna rain later, or I bet she forgot again. It's quick, confident, and super common.
I bet you that she'll have it by this time tomorrow.
Bet you know you want to.
Bet $5 that back door's still busted.
Buck. Bucks is just a chill way to say dollars. Instead of saying, I spent $10, most people would say, I spent $10. So, bet $5 just sounds like natural conversation.
For God's sakes, give $1 to a homeless guy.
All right, why not 5 and $10?
Bet $5 that back door's still busted.
Busted. Now, what about that word busted? When something is busted, it means it's broken, no longer working or damaged. It's an informal but very common adjective. Lila says the back door's still busted, which basically means it's broken. You might say, my phone's busted, or don't use that chair, it's totally busted. Definitely informal, but super handy.
Busted pipe in the main room. If we get busted, the whole place goes down, not just the third you own.
Nah, I'm sure the ghosts fixed it while we were gone.
I'm sure the ghosts fixed it while we were gone. Next, Jake's sarcastic response was, nah, I'm sure the ghosts fixed it while we were gone. Jake is using sarcasm here. He doesn't actually believe that ghosts fixed anything. He's saying the opposite of what he means in a humorous or ironic way to suggest that the door is definitely not fixed. You use this kind of sarcastic statement when someone suggests something incredibly unlikely or obvious, and you want to express your disbelief or amusement. Like, if someone says, maybe the dog cleaned the entire house by himself, you might sarcastically reply, yeah, I'm sure he did, right after he did the laundry. It's a way to express irony and add a bit of humor to a conversation.
Time for plan B.
Plan B. Moving on, Lila says, welp, time for Plan B. Plan B refers to an alternative plan or a backup strategy that you use when your original plan, Plan A, doesn't work out. Burned dinner? Plan B. Order takeout. It's a lifesaver, really. It's all about having a contingency, a fallback, something to rely on if things go wrong.
There is no plan B, there's only plan A.
Do you want to hear plan A or plan B?
Don't even think about...
Don't even think about something. Don't even think about something. Now Jake says, don't even think about. This phrase, don't even think about something, is used to strongly tell someone not to consider doing something, usually because it's a bad idea, dangerous, or you absolutely forbid it. Like when your roommate reaches for your last slice of pizza, you can go, don't even think about it. It's half warning, half joke, and totally useful.
Next time you're online playing World of Warcraft, don't even think about chatting with me.
Don't even think about it.
Seriously?
Seriously? Seriously? Jake shouts, seriously? When Lila broke the window with a rock. Seriously is an adverb used as an exclamation to express disbelief, shock, or exasperation. You use it when you can't believe what someone is saying or doing. Say it flatly. Seriously? You're annoyed. Say it wide-eyed. Seriously? You're shocked in a good way. It's all in the tone.
Seriously, check it out.
Seriously, what's going on?
No, but if it were, I just nailed my entrance.
If plus subject plus verb ed or were. If plus subject plus verb ed or were. This is a classic example of the second conditional, often used for hypothetical or imaginary situations that are unlikely or impossible in the present or future. Lila hits us with, no, but if it were a movie. She's using the if it were structure to imagine something unreal. It's not a movie, but she's pretending it is for dramatic effect. You've heard this before. If I had more time, I'd travel. Or, if I were you, I'd take the job. This structure helps us talk about things that are not true or are unlikely to happen.
I don't care if it were my mama.
So if I were you, Carlos, I wouldn't mention the words divorce, trust, postnup ever again.
No, but if it were, I just nailed my entrance.
Nail. Nail. To nail something means you absolutely crushed it. You did it perfectly. You can nail a test, nail a performance, or even nail the timing of a joke. It's all about that moment when you know. Yep, I nailed it.
Nobody has ever nailed my relationship the way you just did.
I want you to know, you fucking nailed it.
Which word or phrase you've just learned that you like the most or find most challenging? Let me know in the comment below. Now, I will play back each sentence you've just learned. First, you will listen to each of the sentences with the new phrases, words. Then, after each sentence, it's your turn to try shadowing them. Try mimicking the tone and the pronunciation of the characters.
Bet $5 that back door's still busted.
Nah, I'm sure the ghosts fixed it while we were gone.
Time for Plan B.
Don't even think about. Seriously? What are you? This isn't a movie.
No, but if it were, I just nailed my entrance.
Awesome job. Shadowing takes real focus, and if you followed along just now, you're making great progress. Seriously, you should be proud of yourself. Keep practicing like that, and you'll sound more natural in no time. All right, feeling good? You should be. Now let's jump into the next part of the scene. Pay close attention. There's more fun language coming up, including a clever way to deflect awkward questions and a phrase that shows someone's being a little too confident. Let's roll it.
This place place is a health hazard.
You used to eat gummy worms off this floor. Here. She always kept her brushes under this plank.
Jackpot?
More like mystery loot box level 1.
Wait, is that?
A clue or her snack stash?
Great. We're being guided by trail mix now.
A locked box and a sunflower seed? This mystery's deepening. Let's unpack some more great English.
This place is a health hazard.
Hazard. Hazard. Jake says, this place is a health hazard. So what's a hazard? A hazard is something that's dangerous or risky, something that could cause harm or injury. Think of a warning sign on a slippery floor or a broken staircase. In real life, you'd use hazard to point out something unsafe. For example, if you're at a friend's house and their kitchen is a mess with knives and spilled oil everywhere, you might say, "Whoa, this kitchen is a hazard." It's a way to flag danger, often with a bit of emphasis to show you're concerned.
A blind man is an unnecessary hazard not only to himself, but to the whole plan, and must therefore be eliminated from the operation.
I don't mean to be the materialistic weasel of this group, but you think we'll get hazard pay out of this?
You used to eat gummy worms off this floor.
Used to plus verb infinitive. Used to plus verb infinitive. The phrase used to plus a verb like eat describes something you did regularly in the past but don't do anymore. It's great for talking about old habits or routines. For instance, I could say, I used to live in a small village where everyone knew each other. It shows that's not my life now, but it was back then. You might use it to share a fun memory like, I used to stay up all night playing video games when I was a kid. It's a supernatural way to talk about your past, and it often sparks nostalgia.
Apparently I used to run around naked in his paddling pool.
As a matter of fact, I used to date this agent.
Jackpot?
Jackpot. Jackpot. Then Jake says, jackpot, with a hopeful tone. Jackpot originally comes from gambling, meaning a big win, like hitting the prize on a slot machine. But in everyday English, it's used to express finding something awesome or valuable, like a great deal or a lucky find. For example, if you're at a thrift store and find a designer jacket for $5, you might shout, jackpot. It's a fun, excited way to say you've scored something great.
You hit the jackpot.
I really have hit the jackpot.
More like mystery loot box level 1.
Loot box. Loot box. A loot box is a term from video games, where you get a virtual box with random rewards, like weapons or skins. Outside gaming, it's a playful way to describe something unknown but potentially exciting, like a surprise package.
A clue or her snack stash?
Clue. Clue. A clue is a piece of information or evidence that helps you figure something out, like solving a puzzle or mystery. It's a word you'd use when you're trying to uncover the truth or solve a problem. For example, if you're playing a detective game with friends, you might say, that footprint is a clue to who was here.
You really don't have a clue, do you?
When has anyone ever used a poem as a clue?
A clue or her snack stash?
Snack stash. Snack stash. In the same line, Lila mentions a snack stash. A stash is a hidden collection of something, and a snack stash is specifically a secret pile of snacks, like candy or chips you keep for yourself. It's a fun, casual phrase.
Or a snack stash.
We're being guided by trail mix now.
Trail mix. Trail mix. Trail mix is a mix of nuts, dried fruits, and sometimes chocolate or seeds, often eaten as a portable snack, especially when hiking or camping. It's called trail mix because it's easy to carry on a trail. In everyday life, you might say, "I packed some trail mix for our road trip." It's perfect for snacking.
Yeah, I think it was the trail mix that Wichita gave me.
Yeah, who knew there were nuts in trail mix?
Time for your mini practice again. You know the drill. I'll play each line from the scene one by one. After you hear it, the audio will mute so you can shadow the line. Focus on the rhythm, emotion, and pronunciation. Really try to match how the characters sound. Ready? Let's go.
This place is a health hazard.
I used to eat gummy worms off this floor.
Jackpot?
More like Mystery Loot Box Level 1. A clue or her snack stash?
Great. We're being guided by trail mix now.
You've got the words, you've got the meaning, now let's bring it to life. We'll do a shadowing practice with Jake. Just repeat after them, like you're acting in the film. Focus on how they speak, not just what they say. Let's go.
Bet $5 that back door's still busted. Well, time for Plan B. No, but if it were, I just nailed my entrance. I used to eat gummy worms off this floor. Here. She always kept her brushes under this plank. More like Mystery Loot Box Level 1. A clue or her snack stash?
Did you listen to yourself speaking English? You should be really proud of yourself for taking that on. Now it's time for you to play Lila.
Nah, I'm sure the ghosts fixed it while we were gone. Don't even think about... Seriously? What are you... This isn't a movie. This place is a health hazard. Jackpot? Wait, is that? Great. We're being guided by trail mix now.
Great job today. You didn't just watch a story, you lived it in English. If this helped you understand English better, give it a like and subscribe for more real-life English lessons. What should we break down next? Drop it in the comments. And hey, the more you watch and practice, the more natural English will start to feel. See you in the next one.